I like this. This guy's pretty cool. Hussein Haqqani. And so I'm just going to start because he's near his end of his speech. So, oh, I gotta use. Well, anyway, here I am, Brennan, and I'm going to take the tour here. Go this way into the living room. Turn the lights. Oh, okay. Okay, so, yeah, so folks are at a wedding, so I take over the house. All right, so this is basically the concept I'm trying to do. The strong society results from first generation youth empowered by geographic exchange of normative, secondary normative statistics, uh, and nominal or religious slash ethnic names. The name. Okay, so what you got is let's look at for instance uh, President Obama. Okay, that's not a Christian name really. That's and he grew up in the West America. He didn't grow up on the West Coast. Hawaii is way out there. Um, but uh, but basically he's left-handed. Obama, not a Christian name, grew up there, and he's true left-handed. Okay, and then he went to Indo. And now what Ronald Reagan said was that's not your. I just heard this on the radio. Fareed Zakaria, and he's saying that you know Ronald Reagan says it's not your origination but your destination. So we have to manifest our destination. Uh, Ronald's a transplant to West America. He's also left-handed, but he's a Christian name basically, or at least Christian in identity, not racially identifiable. I mean, there's this constant trial of sort of are you racist? This, but it only happens, and so basically a lot of these on the nominal ethnic one. So you have the left-handed in West Coast America, and this is like a problem of healthcare and drug abuse, that kind of stuff. And then what you have is on the East Coast you have people with ethnic names, religious names. Okay. Um, who were especially first generation, or in fact the 9/11 terrorists, who are on the East Coast. They didn't start in California, and they never don't attack California. There's been one case with a Muslim name on the West Coast, and this guy was in a state, Oregon. There's the Somalian guy, and Oregon had sort of has less black history because the whole West Coast has less history, both in actual books, but also in actual desire philosophy. There is no philosophy of history on the Pacific world realm. So we have to manifest our destination. Okay, so I'm just kind of a lot of chaos. I mean, toxic air out there. I drank some horrible coffee yesterday. Oh my god, I thought my appendix burst, but I think it was poisoned. I don't know. Starbucks. Ay, ay, ay. Don't want you to, get in the right line. Uh, take that. Who knows? I got the coffee, and I don't want anyone to get sick, right? Uh, so the origin of your destination, manifesting that destination is imperative, or we, as the U.S., the Great Divide, will be impaired. So manifest destiny is sort of a cultural driving origination. So a Westerner European starts on the East Coast or the Midwest, East America, and goes to the West, goes to the West America, West Coast, and they're driven by their own culture. Um, uh, but if we don't manifest the relief of people who see, there's a cognitive dissonance. So the left coast, it's uh, it's basically as though you're. I'll give you some interesting sort of background here. pretty sort of statues. Uh, if we don't manifest that in our youth, who are of normative, secondary cultural normative, statistical cultural normative values, or there's the nominal. So if you're on the East Coast and you're first generation, you have an Arabic name, and you are well, you're identifiable as that's a norm as well. Your name, nominal, your name, your uh, so Steve Jobs, he's actually from I don't he grew up in California, but his ancestry is Near Eastern, Syrian, I guess, or Lebanese, or something like that. I don't really follow this kind of stuff, but that's this is like a quantification that, and I like what that Pakistani guy was saying, and it's like we're depending, like we would gladly go to Mexico and say, oh, please solve our psychological, sociological problems, and people would line up and say, oh yes, absolutely, okay, start the circus, you know, the paradigm freak show, if you will. This is that's like a healthcare nightmare, whereas tradition is all you really need. You just need geographic youth experience for these tiny percentages of statistical, cultural normative, blah blah blah. Blah. I don't know. I've been really tired lately, so kind of tongueless when I get in the camera here, but speechless. Tired. So, anyways, yeah, just a net is an easy way for us to achieve uh, ultimate civil society, but basically having an identification system that takes these threads and actually sews them. Don't just wait for history, because history is a lot of times non-existent, or it has uh, an excessive mandate. Um, the terrorism, international terrorism specifically of from people with Muslim names who grew up on the East Coast or East America. That's very bad. Okay. Um, and these threads, these psychological components of our put them there, and everything will be quite. You cannot think about this. You can't. You have to just do it or not do it. Okay, thinking about it will make you nuts. I mean, I have to go into this extreme engineering invention mode, architectural mode after I do the sociology. It's so completely sort of soulless. Sociology is really soulless. It's sort of like studying the voids in society, the social fabric, and it's like studying a haunted house. I mean, who wants to do that? It's um, yeah. So uh, like my beard. So, anyways, uh, it's it's like this invisible one-man show that the lightning rod. You can't like say, oh, let's play with electricity. No, it's either working or it's not working. The system is either complete or it's just complete fantasy and sort of like voodoo or something like that. Okay, so yeah, just I'm doing this because my blog post, sometimes the computer just flops, and that's just a nightmare. So I will take a little more tour of the houses. The house my dad built. I never got away, so I don't know why. But gotta hold the camera still. You can see out the window the redwood tree. That actually blocks the winter sun. That's looking kind of southeast there. That's a big old tree there, and found the architecture is definitely an interest to me, and my parents are definitely into all the cultural stuff. This is a picture of my mom. There's a picture of my mom and dad right there. Plus, yeah, my grandparents went to Kenya like 20 years ago. They all traveled around the world, um, and you know, always bringing back artifacts and um, culture and you know, just stuff. And let's see here, my folks' bedroom, a wood stove. They went to Borneo too. My folks went to Borneo a couple of years ago. Here's some stuff. My dad just does this painting stuff. It's like a piece of that's a palm tree actually. Some crazy stuff, you know. And here's where the sun comes in, and nothing fishy going on out there, surprisingly. So okay. So 10, 11 minutes. My God. Oh, here's some more stuff. Look at this. My sister, she got married. We have soldiers all over the house here. That's my mom's quilt. She's a mad quilter, I guess. Not mad. She's not mad. She just doesn't do anything from. Just want to sew me a something or another. Ooh, there's one too. Ooh. Yeah, I think he painted some of that stuff there. Cherubs, crystal balls with extra bubbles. You picture me. With the Dallas Cowboys shirt on in California, Uberales. So yeah, please just check it out. Check it out. Ooh, here's some other stuff. Wild, huh? Oh, treasures. The toilet! Whoa! Don't put that on TV. My God, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh, and here's one. He's just painting this tree stump here. It smells like paint. That's all I can say. I don't know. I bought that in Mexico a couple years ago. And there's a fly. Look. Looky. Oh. Okay. So yeah, just computers are all slow and blah 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 blah. I don't even know if this will work, but I can only pray. You know, pray that it works. Hope my hair doesn't look too greasy either, huh? All right, so yeah, I'm trying, but summer's a rough time for me, and it's just the sun's just too hot, and I love the winter, going north in the winter, and get a deep voice. I didn't grow up in Austria or anything like that, so I have to put up with California and scientifically and sociologically and culturally, and this is my sort of mad path through the world and all that, and I don't know. So, oh, check it out! Here's a picture of my mom. That's a picture of my mom right there, and her aunt who was in a wheelchair, unfortunately. Lower. My mom when she was a baby. That's me when I was a baby. I was always with my older brother, so I always had backup, I guess. My sister. Oh, good family. Oh, and here's my sister, an Olympic star. Look at, see? She's watch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they went to the IOC, the Olympics in The Hague. There's my grandma. That's my dad's mom, and that's my mom's mom. And that's my mom, and that's my dad. He was younger than me back then. So, I don't know. Okay, guys. Check it out. It's under 15 minutes. Let's pray it goes. Go, 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 go!